So, Amy, you had your first experience at Chick-fil-A.
Absolutely. So we were in Appleton the other day, and I took the kids through the drive-thru at Chick-fil-A. And we hadn't yet been to the Appleton location, and I was just so impressed with how they had the whole thing run there. They've put up these cones in their parking lot and redirected traffic, and they essentially have these two lines to go through their drive-thru. And when you're going through their drive-thru, they actually have employees who come out and they're carrying like a little iPad thingy with the menu.
Cool.
And they come right to your car. They ask for your name and punch in your food order right there, slide your credit card, pay for it, and then you drive up. I barely stopped. Drive up, and the next person says, "Hi, Amy, here's your receipt." And then the next person up from there says, "Hi, Amy, here's your bag of food." And I was probably in and out of the drive-thru in like 4 minutes flat.
Totally
it was nuts.
Cool.
Yeah. So what was really interesting, though, about the experience was that how they have innovated in the face of the obstacles that they're facing now with this COVID. I mean, I think so many restaurants are struggling. Yeah. And to see an organization sort of revamp completely how they're doing something and to do it really effectively was inspiring.
Yeah. How was the food, Amy?
Hey, it was good.
Okay, that's good. I've never eaten there, but that sounds awesome. And that ability to adjust and to be flexible. And, you know, when I look back 6 months ago, at the beginning of COVID, really pre-COVID, I mean, we have changed so radically over these last 6 months. It is amazing.
Well, and I think that we oftentimes forget how much has actually changed. And I think that as an organization, we have to adapt to the times in order to survive. And so Pastor Nina and I were talking about all of the things that we have adjusted in this new time frame.
Yeah. Well, you know, one of those things would be we had no online services. We had no worship services that people who weren't able to come to the lakes were able to see and attend or to participate in.
We've gotten so used to them that it seems crazy that we didn't have them at one point.
Right, it does.
But it wasn't that long ago. I can remember trying to make those first videos was so brutal.
With the help of just some really talented people on staff, we went from 0 to, what's the speed limit? Okay, 65 and maybe not quite 70 yet, but 65, in just no time, and we're trying to produce the best quality we can. And I think we've done an amazing job in such a short amount of time. And I'm so proud of us.
No doubt. The incredible thing is Ben, who edits all of our videos for us, told us today that we have produced over 200 videos since March. I mean, I can't even believe it.
Amazing. 200 videos, and that's so cool. And if you don't know where they are, you can find them, you might be watching this on Facebook, but they're all stored on YouTube at the Lakes Waupaca, the Lakes Waupaca on YouTube. Yeah.
And
really
on our
cool
website too.
Yeah, that is awesome. And there's some great teaching there. There's great worship there. And there's daily reflections are also there if you want to go back and look at some of those. Right. It's really awesome.
So one of the things that we realized when we started making services available online was that it would be far more effective if we did it live. And so we put forth that idea to the congregation that we would like to purchase some equipment that would make it possible for us to live stream our services. And within a matter of weeks, the congregation had donated all of the money needed to purchase a live stream camera and equipment. And so we've been streaming our services live for months now. Yeah,
it's totally awesome. In the midst of that, we understand that people are really isolated and that there's a lot of hurting and a lot of people who just feel that, there's been such pressure along with political pressure this season, but also just the fact that people are disconnected. So much of this versus this. And so we've, with the help of Jackie, have developed a care team and who are reaching out. We invite you, if you have yet to be a part of that, to consider signing up and reaching out to those in need. And I think right now, a quarter or more of our congregation are being touched, maybe a third, I'm not sure. But there are always people who are in need.
It's just a simple phone call or an email or text message. And it's a way for us to connect as a congregation when maybe we don't see each other as often as we used to on Sunday mornings.
And it is well worth it and important.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, and that's the amazing thing is even in the midst of all of this, we're still seeing visitors and new people joining us on Sunday mornings, which is just really a fun thing.
That is awesome. And for those of you who haven't yet been able to come back, we want you to know there is a place for you.
Absolutely.
When you come back, and you are in our hearts, and we thank you. And we thank you for your great love for your church. We thank you for the online contributions and those who have adjusted from giving in person, but because they're not here, they've been able to adjust and become online givers, and that's provided us with great stability financially.
Absolutely, and it's amazing to see that we have additional online givers during this time, and it's just awesome that the congregation, are responding to God at work in this time, and we're just really seeing Him come through for us, and we're excited about what He's going to do as we move into the future as well.
We are excited, and we thank you for your giving to the Lakes, and we are using it for God's work here in Waupaca and throughout our community.
Absolutely.